Is August 27th, 2024. Last night I was looking up the Freemasons and crimes, where Bill from the Freemasons and that Freemason Lodge was messed up in this, caught under police surveillance with a court order for protected home custody for an FBI informant with right of life, with statements with a judge's order, Karen's will, or Karen around the house, matters who works it, okay? They are caught on police surveillance with a court order. Like they said, my case stands up in court without me. The Freemasons are known for these crimes. Gang stalking, harassing people. They are known, they have human trafficked people before, raped them. They are known for being part of the mafia. Here I thought they were like the Shriners. They're not. They're known for being child molesters. Some of them are known for being child molesters. They are not even welcome to be, they're not allowed in a Catholic church. They don't want any of them because of the crimes they're messed up in. See, that's where my friend from the prosecutor's office, I said, well, the Freemasons help watch me. He said, Karen, you don't realize they're messed up in a lot of crimes. I said, well, my grandfather was a big shot in the Freemasons. But something happened with my grandfather. Harold Jessup Sr., he, in his area in the early 1900s, helped set up the Freemasons, okay? In that area, okay? Weird story I always grew up with, that they said one day he left everything behind, took his second wife and left the area. Told the whole family, tell everybody he was dead. Don't tell him where he's at, just tell everybody he's dead. Well, with them being messed up in those kind of crimes, he probably witnessed something. My dad was a Freemason. Freemasons are also mixed up in the mafia. They're known for treason against the United States, too. They're known for being child molesters, human traffickers, rapists. They're known for being messed up with the mafia. Which makes me wonder, which also, up in New York, I have a really weird memory. I was real little. This guy my dad had to meet one day had me all dressed up, little white tights, patent shoes. My dad usually didn't stand for anybody, okay? He stood for this guy. He's scary, sitting behind a big desk, sitting on the edge of like a little fireplace, messing with my little black patent shoes and my tights. And the things that they were saying were very scary. I would hardly look up. There's a guy said, did she hear what we said? And my dad called me over and he picked me up and he said, honey, what did you hear? I said, I was messing with my tights. And I wouldn't tell. It was scary crap. And I remember being really scared. And I just told him I kept messing with my tights. I was messing with my tights. But I remember being so scared, him talking to him. My dad didn't take me back there again because he questioned me. My dad ended up hiring one of the mafia kids. The guy had told my dad he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He told my mom he had to hire one of the mafia lord's kids. He said, I don't care if he stands there with a broom in his hand. They're not burning my factory down. Because they burned a lot of businesses in the 70s. But they are messed up in the mafia. Bill with the Freemasons paying over $800,000 or close to $800,000 to pay people to follow or harass me. I told you how they made fun of me for being raped and tortured. And would, even at CSE Bank in front of the police and the FBI, would come in and said they damaged her bladder when they raped and tortured her. Let's get in line. She has to go to the bathroom all the time, see if we can make her pee herself, and would mock me in front of the police and the feds. She's too ugly. I went out with her today. I took this person out, and would mock me. And they'd mock me how they hurt me in front of the police and the FBI. If they pull the case, you'll be surprised how many people are Freemasons. They are messed up with the Florida human traffickers. They are messed up with the Kingsmen from Texas and all the drug dealers. And they can't dispute it. The sheriffs have been taping this in the FBI with a court order. Protected home custody for an FBI informant. Threat of life with statements in a judge's order. And they can't dispute it. They don't even need me, like I said. 18 and 19, you'll have all of them. A guy had wrote a book about how corrupt the Freemason was. It was also on Google. Some guy went to testify about what they were doing. He disappeared. They couldn't even find him. They're good for doing that too. They also, a lady, they human trafficked her and raped her, and she wrote a book on surviving through it. They're known for treason against the United States. Here, I thought they were like the Shriners, because what my mom would talk about them, well, we did bake sales for different charities. But I always thought it was weird that my grandfather disappeared and told everybody he was dead. He must have witnessed something and ran. But it makes more sense why the mafia thought they could go to my dad and tell my dad to hire one of their kids. They're messed up in the mafia. My dad was a Freemason. The thing that happened with my grandfather, I wasn't even born yet. I was showing my friend today all the crimes are messed up, and he said, some of my family's Freemasons. I didn't know they were messed up in those kind of crimes. They're messed up in child molesting too. Selling kiddie porn, like mine. The ones that did mine. My grandchildren using the potty, the dirty perverts, taped them and sold them on porn sites. The ones that did it to me. My family did. The ones thinking they're funny, making fun of Lighthouse Tabernacle, having them help harm me with the human traffickers. They're messed up with the Florida group and the Texas group. The cartel, making fun of FBI agent John for the shower scene in the date rape drug confessions. June 7th, 23, how they made fun of FBI agent John. Publicly mocking him. The sheriffs have the confession. They have Eric's confession of November 18, 22, that everything was him and not me, and done for a stunt for people to turn on me, and they fell for it. Ha 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 ha. ID'd as Eric November 24, 22. At Mercy Medical, the Eric making fun of everyone. A wanted stalker from October, November 21. And Maslin, police officer, I'm here to watch her. There's a Steve and Eric stalking her, and we don't know who they are yet. And nothing they have is admissible? No, it's not. You know, my attorney, Seth, was a Freemason. No wonder he didn't file the paperwork and lost his license for a year for being unethical. He was one of them. I found out a lot about the Freemasons last night online. See, that's where my friend from the prosecutor's office, I said, well, a lot of the Freemasons have watched me. Karen, you don't realize they're messed up in horrible crimes. I looked them up. They are. They're like Hell's Angels. These people admitted March 1st to 3rd of 21. They put 2 clips together, make it a porn. It's not her, it's them. And then March 13th, 21, they're so far altered. They told the nurse at Mercy Medical the only thing they had you on was adjusting yourself. The guy said that sick said no, that she simply wiped off water with clothes on. Just simply brushing something off. And he said, that's sick. She said no, she simply brushed it off. They didn't have anything else. It's actually funny. Then where they started saying you touch yourself, you expose yourself, you touch yourself, look weird. Well, that's not wiping off water with clothes on. I thought you put my head on somebody else's body. It made me poop out blood for days. My stomach was so tore up. The thought they did something that shitty. I've been raped. I've been tortured. My skull's been crushed in. I've been human trafficked. I've been almost shot in the head driving. They've killed people around me. People have been sold around me. And you did that to me too? Then I got to thinking, what are you doing? If you touch yourself, expose yourself. If you touch yourself, look weird. Sounds like you undressed and got in the shower and washed. Even Maddie, my one friend, thought it was showering. Washing. Sounds like you were washing yourself. I guess showering. When I looked outside to smoke, she figured out what they did. May 12th, 22 at noon. May 26th, 22 at noon. They found a tape of them emitting a shower scene in the other room, and the shower scene was done on purpose to make you look weird. In Navarre, my client's next door neighbor, in March of 22, they told her that Pete ordered everything to be drugged, photoshopped, and made up on me. She told the Canton police and the FBI. At the Oakland apartment, December 9, 21, 4 p.m., everything was drugged and photoshopped. It's just a bunch of men doing crimes here. Same day, white man bald with dark eyes distributing food at the Stark County Hunger Task Force. Actually worked the case. They always knew the tapes before were them and not me, so they never said a word. Okay. November 1st to 3rd of 21 in Save-A-Lot. African American lady found out everything was them and not me, and they made everything up on me. So what does the Freemasons have to do with going against Judge Timothy Ludick and Judge Stephen and retired Judge Pete that they wanted to frame them? What does the Freemasons have against those 3 judges? Because they try to get them arrested, and the Portage County Sheriffs. They admitted from the first of the case in front of the police and the FBI they had drugged me and told me to say it before. They tried to lie. They had sodium pentothal reports. And that they were using amnesia drugs and mind-controlling drugs on me. Okay? They admitted they photoshopped all their lies before January 19 and made everything up on me and laughing at me in my face in front of the cops and the feds. And they finally admitted that they never even talked to me. They only used drugs on me. Okay? It's documented by the police and the FBI that I was framed by the drug cartel, and it was a drug cartel in my home. Freemasons are messed up in them. Gang stalking, harassing people. This one lady on Google disowned a family member for her being part of gang stalking. It's illegal. You go to jail for this crap. It's illegal to monitor anybody in their home but protected like cases with statements and a judge's order. It's entrapment, or stalking tapes. And like the police said, they always knew the shower scene in the other room, that it was photoshopped of washing to make me look weird. And they already knew they had drugged me and told me to say it before. And that it was a backup plan if I didn't die trying to extort money or things up from me. May 26, 28 of 24, something like that. It was a Sunday morning. Told a lady, came in and said, I talked to the police that worked their case. They already knew that. It was a backup plan if she didn't die. And she almost died to save children. And it's ridiculous for anybody to ever insult her. Remember, Dave threatened to kill them all. And I let him go after me, trying to get him caught. They got over 1,000 bad guys connected to him. You want the Freemason Lodge involved? Pull the case. Got Bill and his friends harming me. Now, we all know FBI agent John told on me before. He on a recorded line. He told on me. They call it the 4-day loophole. I called the FBI hotline. They drug me up so bad I can't get out of bed for a few days. In the meantime, that agent goes around telling everyone that I called the FBI hotline. Witnessed by the police telling on me. Okay? And then admitted on a recorded line several times. He told on me and met with everyone that I called the FBI hotline. Bullies me. Made me beg for my life. Lists me informant with money and immunity, and then threaten me. And it all goes back. He's already told everybody I called the FBI. Witnessed by the police and confessed on a recorded line. He told on a victim calling for help. That's what they always say after what that agent did. He told on a victim calling for help. They had it on the news last week. I was at a client's house, had it playing. The despicable act of some law enforcement. Selling women and children back to drug dealers to get the drug dealers. Turning them back over to them. It's despicable and it should never happen. That's evil and cruel. Their job is to serve and protect and get the drug dealers later. They got over 1,000 people. 1,000 drug dealers off this case. 800. The U.S. Marshals showed up January 20th, 23. Worcester. Maddie showed up. I got a friend in the police department. He brought the marshals. They know about your case that agent opened with you. They knew about the Texas group involved in your case, and we go through back and forth. He starts drilling me until I'm stuttering. I walk outside where the U.S. Marshals, and we're going to take care of this. 3 weeks later, they did an 800 people sweep. They got another 160 out of Summit County last year in September. Like they said, she was part of a really, really big bust. I'm going to upload this.